Well, meanwhile, in the United States, however, the pandemic there does appear to be worsening. The US recorded over 3,100 coronavirus deaths in a single day. That is the highest daily death toll so far in America. The number of people hospitalized with coronavirus has also now topped 100,000 for the first time. Well, let's talk more about those numbers with our Washington correspondent, Kethevane Gorjestani. Kethevane, the figures just don't look good from where you are, do they?
No, not at all. And as you mentioned, those records for the number of daily deaths, of current hospitalizations, and also a record in daily cases topping 205,000. And experts are saying that we're going to see these daily cases around those 200,000 for weeks to come. And of course, here in the United States, that number of the record of daily deaths was compared to something very symbolic for Americans, the number of deaths during 9/11 in New York. And of course, here saying that there are more people dying today or yesterday than there were on 9/11 was a very big shock to Americans. And experts are trying to get people to understand that this is going to get worse before it gets better, because they feel like with this talk of vaccine, people are letting their guards down. The holidays are coming, but they're warning that this is not about to get better. The cases are soaring. Hospitalizations are soaring. States are seeing their ICU beds reach breaking point. 911, the emergency service, said recently that they are at breaking point. Their ambulance system is at breaking point, and they will not be able to get the people who need to be brought to hospitals. So it is really a situation of worry, just as we're getting a little bit of hope with those vaccines being about to be distributed in the United States.
Yeah, well, let's talk a bit more then about that ray of hope and those vaccinations, because we've learned a bit more, haven't we, this week, about which Americans will get the vaccine first.
Yes, this was going to be the question: who will get those first batches of vaccines? And the CDC, a panel of the Center for Disease Control, actually voted on that and decided that the first people who will be getting those vaccines are, of course, healthcare workers, those who are directly in the front lines facing coronavirus, and the people who live in long-term homes. Those are the two groups who will get the first batch. The CDC hoping to get about 20 million Americans vaccinated by the end of the year. If all goes well, they're hoping about 100 million by the end of the month of February. But the question is, after that first batch, who will be getting it next? The idea is, of course, to get those people who cannot work from home, who have to be out and have to be in contact with people, those essential workers at large. I'm thinking of police officers, firefighters, those who are out on the streets and in contact with the public. Those are possibly going to be the second group. And experts are saying, and the CDC is hoping that a majority of Americans will be able to get the vaccine by the summer. The problem is, for this vaccine to work, you have to have about 70% or more of people vaccinated. So far in recent polls, you're seeing Americans under 60% are saying they will take that first vaccine, and that is a problem that authorities here are trying to work on with people trying to get Americans to trust this vaccine. You're seeing Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, and George Bush, the former presidents, gathering and saying they will put out a message and they will get that vaccine when they can, to promote it and to promote trust in the vaccine.
All right, Kethevane Gorjestani in Washington, thank you very much indeed for bringing us up to speed on the situation there. Well, meanwhile, let's bring you